I just said we were leaving, but I decided that I actually need to finish this coffee before I can actually like start shooting. So I think it'd be a good idea if, while we have this amazing blogger here, she's crushing it, if maybe like I could get some good information for all you aspiring bloggers. I think it'd be really awesome. So like, Sarah, what is your Instagram name first, so I can plug that, and then tell me a little bit about like how you got into blogging.
All right, so my Instagram handle is SJ Colley. My last name is Colley. My blog is District Damsel. Rule number 1, you should probably have consistent branding across all your sites. I'm thinking about rebranding mine, so that's why I haven't changed my Instagram handle to District Damsel. I feel like I've outgrown that a little bit, but
Okay.
TBD on that one. We'll see.
So what got you like into blogging? Like, what was it? Was it just like it's fun for you? Was it like the attractive like brand deals? Like, what was it?
So I actually had a blog in college. It was called Cupcakes and Couture, and it was like, I don't even remember what site it was on, but I had a blog back then. It was like about cupcake recipes, about not couture because clearly I can't afford that, but just like fashion. And then that was my sophomore year, and then junior year school got like crazy. I was in business school. Then after college, everyone just kept telling me like, you need to start a blog. Like, you have such cute clothes. You want to like.
So it just came to you, like
Yeah.
like people like kind of said it and it just came to you.
Yeah, people like literally used to like use my closet as a library. Like, I literally had to write down like, Trudy took my red blouse for Sunday night because like so many people had my clothes.
So it started with people being like, I love your style, like what you're doing is really cute, hey, you should start a blog. And then you're like, you know what, maybe I should start a blog. And that's just kind of how it started.
And I like toyed around with the idea of it for like a year, and then my boyfriend at the time, or he's still my boyfriend, we've been dating for like 2 months, and he was like, I'm sick of you talking about it, like go home and do it. So I went home. And
he was like, you gotta stop talking about it, you just gotta do it, like stop.
And I went home and drank a bottle of wine and literally set my whole thing up, got my domain name, set my website up. And this is terrible, but since I drank a bottle of wine while I did it, I don't know how to do it in real life.
I think with any good things comes like a bottle of something. Oh my god.
So yeah,
something.
I woke up and I had a blog.
Dude,
and
that's epic.
Just did it. Like, my first photos were terrible. They were like on my iPhone. They had like the white.
Oh yeah,
things
yeah,
on the side,
yeah. Like, let's talk about like your first like post. Wait. So first, how long have you been doing this?
It was 2 years in April.
Wow, that's 2 years,
Yeah.
guys. She's been grinding for 2 years. Okay, and so like, tell me about some like your first content, like your
My
first post.
My very first post was at the waterfront.
And I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna scroll down and I'm gonna screenshot these
Yeah.
up here.
My outfit, I actually don't own anything except the hat that I was wearing in that outfit anymore because it's just like not my style anymore. But yeah, my boyfriend took my photos on my iPhone.
So you enlisted like your friend, or in this case, like your boyfriend.
Yeah.
Remember that.
And he had
Use your friends.
no idea what he was
Boyfriends.
doing. I had no idea what he was doing. I was like, shit, I should have like printed out photos for him. But yeah, I just did
And so
it.
where did you start to feel like you were like gaining traction? When maybe, I guess,
Yeah.
I don't know, like what's the point for like a blogger where like this seems to be legit? Is it like a brand deal? Is it like networking? Like, what was it?
I think my first thing when I felt legit was another thing to do. I had a separate email and I was just checking my personal Gmail and I forgot to check my blog email, and I logged in after like a month and I had 4 invites.
So you
events.
weren't even like checking your email.
No, I was so bad.
But you had a business email.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I just wasn't like checking it because I sucked. And I got invited to 2 events. I was terrified to go to my first one. I didn't know any other bloggers.
It is scary. Like, networking for the
Yeah.
first time is like super, super scary.
And that was like the best thing I could do, was go to that first event. I met one of my best friends, Danny, there. She's blonde in the district, and the event was kind of weird. We were all like really awkward, but ever since meeting her and meeting other bloggers, it kind of like inspires you. You get to start going. They start inviting you to their events.
You break the networking ice.
Yeah, and that's like my biggest piece of advice is, if you're a new blogger, like, it's really scary to get out there and network, but that is what you have to do. Like, if you have to buy a ticket to a fashion show, do it. It's $20. Like, go do it. Meet some friends. Like, if you get invited to something,
network.
like,
The key is, she's saying here, is network your face off.
Yeah, don't be picky about your events. Like, if you're like, oh, this sounds kind of lame, like, it's a Thursday, I don't want to go, I've been at work all day, like,
Dude, you
do
have
it.
like craziest hair right here. You gotta fix your hair.
The nickname was Simba in middle school because I have like a lion's mane. I used to wear my hair to ponytail every day, and it was just like.
Okay, but back to the point.
Yeah,
so,
but networking.
So she had a great point. Networking is everything, and it's
Yeah.
so funny because I feel like there's been so many events that I went to where I thought to myself, there's gonna be no like return on my time here. Like, this is going to be like a complete waste of time. And you know what? Those events were probably some of the most successful networking events, or just like opportunities where I met people that like took me that step further.
Yeah. Another thing on that is, don't be afraid. Like, if you see someone on Instagram or their blog and you actually like enjoy their content, and you want to meet them, like ask them. A lot of us are pretty nice. If someone asks me to come meet up for coffee
A lot
and
of them,
chat
not all.
about it, like I'd be down. Cocktails preferably, but coffee too.
So
But yeah, just
what's
reach
the
out.
preferred method though? Like, so if you're like a new blogger and you've got like 100 followers and like the shittiest posts, and someone reaches out to someone of you, which is like, it can seem daunting. Like, what's the right way to go about it?
I mean, just as long as you're like polite, I don't think
Yeah.
there's a wrong way to go about it. Like,
No,
I've
but
had
like,
people...
should they slide in the DMs? Should
Yeah.
they email you? Like, what should they say?
I've had
Like,
both. Email is a little bit easier because it's like easier to find, like track stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't mind either way. Like, IM is sometimes easy because you can like instantly click and see their profile, so like what they're all about. So maybe DM. I don't know, it depends on the personal.
okay, so
blogger,
like
but
DM, email, I guess doesn't really matter too much. They're both kind of like an email. That's really awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope you guys enjoyed this quick talk with Blogger while I
It
drink
made sense.
while I drink my cappuccino before we start shooting and really get into it. And this will probably be like a separate YouTube video. I'll probably just make this like a quick 5-6 minute thing, just like, you know, interview with epic district damsel blogger. Is there any, so in closing, like, is there anything you want to add to like any aspiring bloggers, like any tips that like really changed for your career, or like anything that really had a big impact on you, or anything you learned? Just, this is your moment.
Yeah, I think it goes back to the networking thing. I kind of like went through a slump. I was like going through a job change. I was just like really unhappy with a lot of things in my life, so I stopped blogging for like 5 months. And then I started meeting up with these girls again and getting back into it, and just surrounding yourself with positive people who inspire you, and they're like, oh my gosh, like you should really get back into it. Like, don't do it for the money, don't do it for the brand things, like do it because it makes you happy, and surround yourself
You just
with
said a
people
lot
that
of really good stuff.
make
Don't
you
do it for
happy.
the money. Do it because you enjoy it. It's never too late to get back into it. And surround yourself with like positive people who like do similar things. Dang, I'm good at this.
Find your
guys.
tribe.
Dude, that's so true. Like, I've heard some people say this, and it's so true. Like, you are the equivalent of like the closest like 4 or 5 people around
It's
you.
so true. It's
Like-
insane. Just like cut that negative shit
Dude,
out.
yeah, cut that shit out of your life, guys. Like, seriously, drop one of your shitty friends like today. Don't reply back to their text, and like a week later when you've done your shit, be like, yeah, sorry man, I was busy, or I just want to stop hanging out with you. Okay, maybe, you know, that sounds kind of messed up. Like, just stop hanging out with them.
Yeah.
Cool.
Just
Well,
don't waste your time with things that don't make you happy.
exactly. And I want to rant some more because the cappuccino's kicking in. So I'm gonna say that if you look around you and your four closest friends are losers, I had to like censor myself there. If they're losers and you think that you're better than them, you need to think twice, because like you're a part of that. So just remember that. Yeah, let's get this shit started, guys. I'm pumped. I'm gonna chug this stuff, burn my esophagus a little bit. She's kind of pumped. I think she's more comfortable now. And I hope you found value in this interview.